Got an extra $40,000 lying around? Well, if you do, you're one of the few Americans who can actually afford to buy a house these days. Affordability is the pits right now. As a potential home buyer, you are feeling the squeeze from all sides, not just in rising home prices and soaring interest rates, but also in just day-to-day costs like gas and groceries. And you're probably dealing with a salary that's not keeping up with inflation. It's a lot right now, and it feels insurmountable. An article from MoneyWise reported the following stats. Homebuyers today need an annual income of $114,627 to afford a median price U.S. home, according to Redfin analysis, which is up $15,285 or 15% from a year ago, and is almost $40,000 more than what the typical household earns. As optimistic as I am, that just plain stinks. Interest rates have hit levels that we haven't seen in 20 plus years, which would typically bring prices down, but it hasn't had the desired effect. Well, at least not enough. According to Redfin economics research lead Chen Zhao, in a homebuyer's ideal world, rising mortgage rates would push demand and home prices down enough to make up for high interest payments, but that's not what's happening now. So, what do? Short from getting a massive raise, maybe finding a rich aunt you didn't know about, or winning the lottery, do you have options as a would-be buyer? Yes. You just have to think outside of the box. I am not saying that it's ideal right now. But what I am saying is that you get creative with your lender, your realtor, your expectations. You could find a way to stop paying your landlord's mortgage and start paying your own. One of the things you can do is you can adjust your search. Perhaps you start looking at condos or townhomes in lieu of a detached property, or maybe you further out your search to a place that's a little further out of town and less expensive. It does not mean that you're settling forever and you're giving up on your dream home. But I would be willing to bet that you'll get much closer to your dream home if you can start putting your monthly payment towards something that gains in value, as opposed to watching that money drift away every single month paying your landlord's mortgage, which will go up, by the way. Think of home buying as a 2 or maybe even 3 or 4 step process. You don't buy your last house first. You buy your starter property and you build from there. Also, be willing to shop around. Talk to various mortgage lenders, compare rates, see who's offering great programs. For example, if you live in Florida, we have a Hometown Heroes program that's offering tens of thousands of dollars towards first-time homebuyers. The point is, if you're willing to get creative and think outside of the box, adjust your expectations, home ownership could be a lot closer than you think. Feeling overwhelmed, defeated, annoyed that I would have the gall to suggest you give up on your quartz countertops and large backyard? Well, I'm still here to help, really. Strategy is everything, and a conversation can give you clarity. And clarity, well, that's power. So take control of this market and make it work for you, no matter the current conditions. No matter the market conditions, once you start flipping the way that you think and see your property as an asset, something that can be a return on investment, a wealth builder, everything changes. Change the way you look at home ownership and think like the investors do. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.